Friends, welcome to episode 8 of the Big Messy Bun. It might be obvious if you're watching the video version of this, and if you're not, I'm a little extra excited today because we have one of my favorite humans of all time in the studio recording the Big Messy Bun podcast. So I'd like to welcome to the studio my oldest son, the one that made me a mom. It's so corny, but anyways.
All right, relax.
Okay. I'm so jacked. I didn't think he would agree to video, so I had a picture lined up, and here we are. Welcome, Jack. Welcome to the podcast. Come, we got to be closer to the mic because I don't have mics yet. So, welcome to the podcast. This is my toothbrush as a mic. I'm just kidding. So, here we are. Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to?
No.
Oh, would you like me to open up and talk a little bit about the guests that we have on the show?
No.
Okay, well, we're gonna get right to the interview, folks. He's not as what would your word be, like hyper as me growing up, or even now. So we're gonna get right to the interview. I said to him, Jack, this is gonna be episode 8 of the Big Messy Bun. Do you know what's so special about an 8? And he was like, no, like he doesn't care about the freaking 8. But I'm like, it's because it's infinity. It's a special number. And that we just keep going and going and going. When you make an 8, there's no end. You just go. Kind of like our life. So, I welcome Jack on this interview without a real plan. I put together a plan here, folks. And we have a cat named Millie that likes to jump in. She is a baby cat, and I hope that she doesn't hit stop on the record of this episode. But if she does, whatever, we're gonna work it out. So I just came up with a few questions to ask Jack because I thought I should be organized. Well, actually, he thought I should be organized. So my first question for you, Jack, is what's the biggest life lesson I've taught you in 27 years?
I don't know.
Okay, that was question 1. Folks, we're going to move on to question 2. That was maybe a little difficult for Jack this morning. Actually, this afternoon, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What was the hardest part about being raised by me? What would you say what it was one of the hardest things when it comes? And you can be, just so you know, folks, we didn't go over these questions. These are fresh, unaware. Jack has no clue that these are coming out of the pipe. So we're going to go back to question 1 at the end. So question 2, what was the hardest part? And you can make me cry if you want. You can make me emotional.
No crying.
Okay.
No crying or else the podcast is over.
Okay, no crying.
The hardest part?
Mm-hmm.
In what way do you mean?
Okay, so like, when we were like, I was like with you 3 kids by myself and like fucking had to take Casper to hockey because hockey was live. Just kidding, Casper.
Alright,
No, but like sometimes like it was busy. Like I had to be in 3 directions at once. Did you ever feel like I didn't give a shit or I didn't care about you?
No. There wasn't really anything hard that you put on us, if that makes sense.
So even though I'll try to rephrase
I think you were
it.
there for all of my needs. It's just like there's difficult parts growing up, just not to do with you.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense.
That makes great sense.
Like I don't think there was never like a stress you put on me.
Wow.
If that makes sense. Like school is hard and stuff like that, but that doesn't have to do with like you particularly.
Right.
Like.
Did you feel like I rode your ass to get good grades?
No.
No. Did I tell you I just wanted you to be a good human?
You just wanted me to, be a good human and pass at least.
Yeah, like we need to get the graduation diploma,
And
right?
like, I don't know, some people would be like, I'm glad you pushed me or whatever. I don't think force or no force would make me do something. Like I'm kind of independent in that way. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
You just had to do it because you wanted to do it in the end. Yeah.
I don't think you could have pushed me to get better grades. I wouldn't have listened.
And yeah, as an adult, you are thriving.
I'm still the same way, yeah.
But no, but you're...
I'm doing well in the way I've done.
Absolutely. Okay, we'll move on to another question, unless you want to add any more.
I just don't think there's anything. What was the question again?
It was about being raised by me. Like, did you
What
ever
was
feel
hard,
like you
yeah.
went without?
Oh, you went without a lot of shit. I don't think that was like your
That's no
choice.
secret, folks.
I don't think that was your choice.
It was not my choice.
That's like, yeah, if you didn't have money for things, it's not like you deliberately went and bought some stupid shit or like, no.
Yeah, okay. All right, we're gonna move on. Was I always this kind of weird? Like, what's your like earliest memory where you're like, oh my God, she's so weird? Because I have a story I'm gonna share.
I have one.
Okay.
I have multiple.
Okay, wait, let me write mine down because I'll forget. Red River, listening window. Okay, you tell me yours and then I'll tell you my story.
Well, it's probably a typical mom thing, but like, you were always so annoying to go out in public because you'd ask us to go to Walmart and you'd tell us to be like 10, 15 minutes and then it'd be like an hour and a half because you'd have to stop and talk to everybody. And you'd have all this energy for everyone. And I'm like, how do you have this many friends and how are you always in such a good mood to talk to them? Like, it was so annoying. But it's not like a bad thing. It's just like, holy Jesus.
Like, holy shitballs, like,
Yeah.
holy crap, how does she have this much? And do you find,
It's just like you're so like off the wall all the time. So it's like we came to Walmart for like 2 things and we were there for an hour and a half, which is nice. Like you had a lot
Yeah.
of friends and people. You, like,
I'm very chatty, hey?
you meant something to people and they meant something to you. But I just wanted to fucking go home. So.
Okay, I have a story that I'm going to share, and this is a little bit braggadocious, but I'm going to say it anyways. So we were living in Red River, one of our homes, and you were outside. You might remember this once I tell you it. You were outside in that little back patio, we had, that little back patio. So we had this little back patio, and you were with like 2 or 3 buddies. And I was upstairs just cleaning or doing something, and the window was open, and I could hear you talking to your friends. Now, you were probably like 10. That would have made me about 36, because I was about 26 when I had you. And so you were outside with your buddies. I think you were trying to teach them how to play poker, if memory serves. And you said to one of the buddies, how old do you think my mom is? And the one kid said, I don't know. Another kid said, I don't know. And you said, she looks like she's 20, hey? She acts like it too. And I was 36. Do you remember that?
No.
Fuck, it was such a good little memory.
I asked a lot of kids that.
Did you used to think like I was just like a bit crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, good
Still
energy.
crazy.
I still am.
Yeah.
All right.
That's good though.
Favorite childhood memory? Can you find one of your like, oh my God, best memory ever?
Best memory?
Best. And it doesn't even have to be with me. It could have been a best memory that maybe I had a part in creating for you, or like something that you're like, this was the best day ever. Can you remember one?
No.
No? Okay.
There's a lot of good ones. Probably maybe my 13th birthday. That surprise birthday.
That surprise birthday when you came home from Taekwondo trip.
Yeah.
And you had all your friends were in your room and we scared the shit
Yeah.
out of you.
was
That was a pretty good one.
That was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny.
But like I had a lot of good memories.
Aw, that's great. Okay, tell me a story.
Probably,
Oh,
actually,
sorry.
too. Sorry. That summer that all those buddies slept over for like every day, remember?
We had the summer of sleepovers.
Yeah, it wasn't like one particular day, but they were there for the entire summer. I think there's like 5 days that there wasn't someone at our house.
100%.
So that was fun.
Do you want to know something? There was 3 of you and you each got a buddy over. So we had ongoing, that would drive some people nuts.
There was so much people.
But we had so much. Our house was the open house.
We all lived on the same street though, which
It was
nice.
fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time. Okay, tell me a story. And you can tell me it now that you lied about something when you were little that I don't know about today. Like, what's something you did and you lied straight to me? Like the vacuum sucking up the Slurpee.
I didn't do that.
Well, which kid did it?
I don't know.
Okay, So I'm gonna just ask again.
I didn't smash that mirror. I didn't bald the tires in the car. I didn't do the fucking Slurpee.
You didn't do who did the Slurpee?
I don't know.
So we're gonna have to find out on the next interview with Casper and Danica.
Probably
One of you
I don't
guys.
even fucking like Slurpees.
Okay, well, so back in the day, one of them spilt a Slurpee and vacuumed it up with my good vacuum. I didn't have many good things, but I had a good fucking vacuum. That purple vacuum was so good. It was a Kenmore. It was good.
Whatever
Anyways, it got sucked up with some Slurpee.
One thing I lied about?
Yeah, anything?
There's probably lots of little lies.
Yeah.
But no, like, big ones are like, oh, I'm still covering that up.
You're still feeling guilt. Like, let it out today, Jack. Let it out.
No, any lie I lie about, I never feel guilt.
No? Just carries on.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I usually just got caught.
Yeah.
I lied. I usually didn't like. I had quite a bit of free reign, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, like going out when I was a teenager drinking.
Yeah, and lie.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Yeah,
but
I think
like,
that's everyone.
Yeah, it's normal.
I did it too.
Yeah.
Except I actually puked all over a school dance.
I got away with it for a while until Danica got me caught. She got caught walking home by someone or something.
I remember that. Yeah, I got a
And then
text.
you came into Dad's house and he seen me there. And I almost got away with it, but then he seen the silver bowl next to my bed for throw up.
I
So
remember
got
that.
caught.
Oh my God.
But then I got caught, so I wasn't covering. Like, there's nothing
Nothing stand out?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, we keep our podcast episodes kind of short on the Big Messy Bun, but this might be a longer episode. Just so if you're listening, viewers, this is a bonus episode. Before recording, Jack's girlfriend, Shania, she's like, Katey, like, normally your episodes are like high energy, like, let's go, go, go. And she's like, it might not be like that with Jack. And she is right. So this might be a bonus episode that's going to just come out after the trip. I'm just visiting Jack right now in his home. Anyways, so yeah, listeners, this is episode 8, but there might be another one coming later on. We'll see how the vibe is. Okay, favorites. Favorite meal, hands down, growing up.
Goulash.
Goulash.
Yeah.
Best meal, guys. Best meal. I keep playing with my
It means a
hair.
bunch of different things to people, though.
Oh,
like
tell me what goulash means to you.
Well, not means, but like other people make it different.
Oh. I was waiting for some deep meaning about, the
No.
goulash just warms my heart.
Some people.
I know, they make it different. They add different ingredients. Fuck, I thought he was getting all sentimental with me, and here he is. No, Mom, the recipe. Okay, I was gonna say hands down. Favorite house home that we had. So let's review the houses. Do you want to, just for fun? Okay,
Yeah.
so 31, yeah. Oh, we don't want to give street addresses, just house numbers, okay? Because I don't want people to creep me out.
Just say the street.
Okay, there was Yale.
31 Yale.
Okay, Yale. We lived on Oak because we lived with Grandma.
Yeah, I lived on Oak.
We lived on Oak, then Red River.
Red River.
Then we lived on Greenway.
Anyway.
Then we lived on Wekusko. Then we lived on Partridge because we left.
No.
Yes, we left Wekusko for a
What
while.
about Johnson? We missed Johnson.
Oh, fuck. Hang on. Yale. Oh, Yale, Johnson,
Then Oak.
Oak. That's right. Fuck. Yale, Johnson, Oak, Red River, Greenway, Wekusko, Partridge, Wekusko, Mallard, and then what was that street called? First Ave in
First
Campbell
Ave,
River.
yeah.
First Ave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 homes we had together. 10 homes. Favorite of those 10 homes. And this was by the time Jack was 22-ish. So 10 homes in 22 years, guys. And we lived actually with Auntie Becky in there. Remember that time we lived with Auntie Becky before Johnson?
No.
You were little. So we did. That was on, gosh, what street
I
was
don't
that
remember
called?
that. You don't have to write it down.
But it's important to me. It's 11.
Sure.
Okay.
I know what street that was.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know what street it was?
It wasn't James.
It was James.
Oh, yes, it was James. Never mind. It was James. But I think we lived on their other house too. But anyways, Okay, back to you. 10 homes, favorite home, hands down.
For what? In what way?
Just it felt like good vibe, good energy. I felt safe. I felt like this was my best place. Not necessarily the nicest home, as in nice fucking walls and cabinets. Where did Jack feel his best? Which home? And different ages, so that's part of it.
Oh, did you put Greenway in there?
Oak.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, Greenway.
Probably Greenway.
Yale, Johnson, Oak, Red River, Greenway, Wekusko, Partridge. I would say Greenway for you.
Probably Greenway.
Yeah. Because all your friends were there.
Cool, yeah, well, every single one of my friends at the time lived on that street.
Close to school.
Or close-ish.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, so that was probably the fun.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, they all had cool things.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, I'm going to go back to the list. I have them all on paper here. Favorite car, but we only had a couple cars.
Favorite car?
Or vehicle.
For who? Myself?
Yeah, you actually. Because I don't have a car. But I'm looking for sponsorship. If anyone out there wants to sponsor me a vehicle, just going to throw that in. Yeah. You can include mine.
That owned or that you?
That maybe that like our family car. Like I love my Durango. Yeah, Durango. It was my favoriteest car ever.
It was a beast.
It was a fucking badass car, eh?
Yeah.
It was so good. It was so good to us too.
It was so fucking expensive.
It wasn't that expensive though.
It was a big gas tank.
It was a big gas tank. But I love that car. It made me feel strong and powerful,
Yeah, it was way
independent.
Way better than the Journey.
Yeah, I
It was
know.
a piece of shit.
Okay, we're not gonna talk about the Journey.
I think you had to replace the power steering like 7 times in that car.
You know what? I think there was a Journey recall.
Yeah, there must have been.
But let's not talk about it
All
because
should be free.
Danica has it now. I don't want to make her feel bad.
Well, it's good car. It's just not like.
It wasn't like the
fucking
Durango. Yeah.
Like it had a lot more maintenance issues. That Durango just went.
It just went.
I don't think there was anything wrong with it ever.
Okay, let's talk about us again. Do you have a memory of a favorite trip we took? We didn't take a lot of trips.
No.
Or things we did. Like, did you like it when we would go to the beach all the time in the summer?
No, I hated the beach.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I survived at the beach.
I hated the fucking beach.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
Bugs.
that's all right. The other two liked it, so I had to balance it out. When you have 3 kids, you have to go with majority rules. The other two love the beach.
I still went. I could have stayed home.
Not when you were 7.
Yeah.
I dragged your asses there all the time.
I don't know. I hated it.
Okay. Well, at least I don't take you there anymore.
Well, the Thompson Beach. I like other beaches now. It's just full of fucking gross shit at that beach. Fucking sap everywhere. The parking or the campsites are always dirty. Full of fucking pinchers, mosquitoes, like this shitty ass beach. Water was shit brown. There's fucking leeches everywhere.
Okay.
Toxic waste beach.
Let's take this up a notch. Okay.
Favorite vacation?
Yeah. Or things we would do is, like, the last question is, like, just daily.
Probably
like,
when I went to go see my buddy.
Matthew?
Yeah.
That was a pretty good
That
trip.
was a good trip.
Yeah.
They had a really nice house. I still remember it.
I remember that trip too. Like pretty vivid.
Yeah, it was a fun trip.
That was fun. That was one of my best trips with you guys.
That was, hey, Bean.
Oh, Millie's trying to get into the
You're
video.
gonna follow.
Here, I'll get it.
Here, let's move these chairs closer. Oh,
There. Okay, well, we're gonna wrap up this episode soon.
That's it?
Yeah, how much, I didn't record, do you know when we started? Does anyone?
It's a
I
short
never timed.
podcast.
Well, then we can go longer. What
Any other
else?
questions you have?
Do you want to ask me some questions?
No.
Oh, the audience would love
Who's
that.
your favorite son?
Oh my gosh, who's my favorite son? They're all special.
This guy.
I have to say that because like
Jack, because
can't.
he's here right now.
Yeah, we'll just say Jack, but like not really.
Always.
No, you don't have anything that you wanna like. What would you say to out there like?
I thought you were gonna ask some more serious questions here.
Well, I didn't know if you'd want to go serious.
No.
Okay. What do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about like, oh my gosh, your cat's gonna eat that. Oh, it's gone now. Okay, just a second, folks, on audio. We just had a little mishap. There we go.
It's really got in there.
Okay. All right, well, let's ask a few serious questions then. Move your boot so it's serious, Jack.
No. I'm blocking her out of the video.
Oh, I see. Okay. Seriously, Jack, we had a conversation not too long ago about jobs and about how you said to me, Mom, you were always so happy, like when I would come home from work, even though it was stressful raising 3 kids, it was stressful. You always, like you said to me, you always came home and were so happy that you had a job that you loved all those years. And how has that played out in how you're making choices about your career and your life in that way?
It's like a big impact, really. Like, I don't know, it's made me realize money doesn't equal happiness in terms of like what you do for work. Like, I've had 2 pretty high paying jobs, especially when I was young. Like, I started making 6 figures when I was 22. So pretty early to be making that much money. But the more money I made, I thought it would make me more happy too from those jobs, and it just like never did, because I didn't like it. I didn't like what I did.
Yeah.
I was good at it, I just didn't like it. But yeah, that kind of made me realize I got to do things or try different things I like, and it's scary for like a lot of people, even myself. Like, I have bills, I have a fucking life I have to take care of. But I don't know, you see people down the road and they just look miserable sometimes, and it's like, I just didn't want to be that person. So
Yeah.
I don't know, I've made a switch a couple times. Like, I'm going into my 3rd new job, hopefully my last. I think it will be, because the company I've heard really good things about that I'm going to work for, and I'm working with my family.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice. Jesus.
Jesus.
So that'll be nice, but like, I don't know, like, yeah, I don't know, just trying to figure out what makes you happy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Realizing that it's not a rush.
It's not.
No. Got a lot of time. I don't know. It's just a lot of confidence that you gave me to like realize when I'm not happy, and to not be like so scared if I don't have it all figured out. Like, I quit my job that I was in mining for like 5-6 years, and I just quit. Like,
I remember that.
I just left. Like, I was just like, I can't be here one more second. I can't hear another word. I can't fucking breathe here. Like,
Yeah.
so I just left. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have anything. I just said, fuck it, I'll try something else. This is not working.
So you did it messy.
Yeah, really messy.
Just fucking jumped.
Yeah, just jumped.
I love that. Fucking love that.
I don't think it was smart. Don't do that.
No, I think...
Unless you have to. But, like,
But you could afford the jump, because that was my first question to you, was like, can you afford this? And you could. You didn't put your family, you didn't put you and your girl in a shit situation.
No, I definitely put my future...
And then you figured it out. You got a job.
Yeah, I figured it out. Like, it definitely set us back a lot. Like, it's not like I went from here to there.
Yeah.
Like, it definitely sucked, but like, sucked a lot less than fucking doing that shit.
Right.
And not that there's anything wrong with it, I just didn't like it. Like,
It's just not for you.
There's plenty of guys I worked with that loved it.
Yeah.
There's plenty of guys I worked with that hated it, but like, yeah, it just wasn't for me. And this job I'm in now, it's a great job. I'd say not the best management. So I don't know, something better came up and I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
I
awesome.
just can't be afraid to jump around.
I had another
I
question.
think that's just from like us having such a messy life though.
Like
always constant changes.
so it wasn't like you're
some people grow up in the
pivot.
same house for fucking 18 years.
Yeah.
And they leave and they're like terrified of like their first big change in life, where I've already had 30 of those before I was 18.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know, like moving, like fluctuating in life from doing well to doing nothing, and
Yeah.
you know,
like a roller coaster.
yeah.
But your mom was always with you in all the roller coaster, right?
Oh,
yeah. So I read something once that a child needs one steady parent in their life. And this is not an episode to bash any other parents. I'm just speaking from the point that I know for a fact I raised these children primarily by myself. And I know there's a lot of single parents out there, because I doubted myself raising sons. I thought, am I going to be okay raising men?
Yeah.
And it's just such a treat to watch you guys grow into such good humans.
Yeah, there's definitely a struggle with that, like learning how to be a man, especially on like, I do have a dad, obviously. Yeah. And I'm not going to knock him. Like,
no, and I don't want that to
he's
be.
He's a good person in my life.
Yeah.
And I love my dad.
Yeah.
But I don't want to talk about him too much because it's...
Let's just change the subject.
Well, I just want to say, like, it's not his... There's certain things I needed to learn that he couldn't teach me, but I'm not blaming him.
Gotcha.
At all.
Yeah, yeah.
And I still learn a lot from him. I'm not
great.
saying that he didn't teach me nothing, but there's a lot of shit I needed to figure out, and that was hard.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That I figured out, especially being on my own.
Yeah.
It was like, I think I've got it pretty good now, but yeah, I don't know. That's the only thing you couldn't really give me, but you gave me a lot of confidence in how to navigate that. And I had good teachers, like my Taekwondo teachers.
Yeah.
They taught me a little bit about like, not like being a man, like it's different.
Yeah,
but like being stronger and independent.
Yeah.
As like, because reality is like, it is hard both ways, being a man and a woman, but like pretty lonely being a man.
Yeah.
Like, it's very lonely. So I don't know, it's hard to cope with that if you're not sucking on your mom's tit all the time. So you gotta figure that out, especially when you're like 3,000 kilometers away in fucking Nunavut. Like,
it was,
you got a bunch of fucking burly men screaming at you. You gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you did.
That was a good lesson for myself. But I don't think I could have navigated that without like the confidence you gave me.
Good. All right. I want you to ask me something, because we're going to end the podcast with you asking me something.
No, I don't have questions.
Okay, fine.
I don't do questions.
I'm going to share with you one question that a lot of younger, like parents, I have a lot of friends that have younger children, like they're in their, like they're 10-year-olds and younger.
Yeah.
And I have so many that say, oh, I hope my kids want to hang out with me when my children are older, or I hope they want to talk to me or spend time with me. And was there anything that I did that you think of? Because we do enjoy. I've had to learn how to chill around you though, because I'm so like, let's go, let's do this, let's do that, and you're like,
that's not just you though. That's like every other person too.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
You just like chill.
Yeah.
But like, okay, so as a mom listening out there, she's got 2-3 little kids. Is there a piece of advice that you could say I did well as a mom so that I was always an open place for you to come back to? Like, did I give you enough space? Did I overcrowd you? Did I
like I was saying the other day, I don't think this has a lot to do with, it has a lot to do with parenting, but it has a lot to do with the kid themselves. Like, I don't know what the secret is to like staying connected. I think it's just personality, and like, I don't know. Sometimes you were overcrowding. Sometimes you were let me off on do my own thing. Like, there was no strict set of things going on, like
It just is worked out that you're 27 years old, I'll be turning 54, and we can hang out sometimes, and it's nice.
I don't know. It's just, I guess he always treated me like a human, like not. I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, that's okay.
I don't know. I think a lot of it has to do with like us though, like kids.
The child itself.
Yeah, like I've seen some homes where it's like a parent is a parent and a kid is a kid, and like sometimes I feel like people just have kids to have kids and they don't like enjoy. They love their children, but they don't. I don't know. Sometimes I just see it, but I also see it from the kids too, like kids that would call their parents by their name when I'd hang out with them. Like, this is so, like, call their mom their name.
Like Katey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's your fucking mom. Like,
Yeah.
It's just weird that they would like put them in it. It's like almost a different category of like, this is like an acquaintance I have, not like my
not
mom.
your mom.
But I don't know what, like, that's the other thing. Like, that's from the kid's perspective. Like, sometimes they just don't want to, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything you could do.
Maybe there is no secret.
I wouldn't say be strict. That doesn't. Being fair is something.
Being fair, yeah.
Being fair and respectful is something, but being like strict and rigid doesn't lead you anywhere. For me, anyways.
Yeah.
Because I even do that now. Like at work, if I get yelled at, I'll just tell you to go fuck yourself. Like.
Yeah.
Unless I do something bad.
Yeah.
I do something bad.
You'll own
you
it.
Yell at me all day. I don't
Yeah.
care. But if you're being an asshole to me for no fucking reason,
Yeah.
I probably won't even say anything. I'll just leave. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, I don't know. Like that doesn't get through to me. It's like yelling for no reason. I'll just think you look like a fucking idiot and you're emotional. Because like, how are you losing your cool over something like that?
Yeah.
You know? But if I mess something up, then yeah, that's totally fair.
Yeah.
I still don't yell at people like that though. Like I don't think it works at work. In personal life, I get angry at things for sure, but not at
Not
work.
really ever traffic or anything like that.
Oh,
though.
traffic. As I say, I get mad in my personal life, but at like work or like I think parenting, like it's kind of similar in the ways that, like can't yell at somebody
Right.
to make it like you can be stern, but you can't do those things.
Can't yell into people and expect.
No,
Yeah.
some people it might work if they're like really scared, but like then you're just living off of fear. You're not living off of respect.
Right.
But
That's a good point.
I don't know. Like back to your question, I don't know like what it was.
So I would say from my point is I've worked hard to nurture our, like, once you guys are 18 and out, I feel like I like to cultivate, like I message you guys, I call you guys, but you guys also call me back. Like we have give and take. It's reciprocal. Like, but I work at it. Like
it also doesn't have to be like too much.
No.
Like some people look at like seeing their parents when they're older as like, oh, we gotta. And some people have a lot more than I do. Some people have like a family and like a bigger life. I don't. Like I just have me and Shania and the cats. Like
right.
I got a lot of freedom, so
Yeah.
I can do things, or you can come see us, and it's not a hassle. But like, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard. People put too much pressure on like communicating.
Right.
So, like, you'll just call me, and if I can talk, I
Yeah.
talk. If I can, I can. And I'll call you, and same vice versa, and we'll talk for 10 minutes or an hour. Like,
Yeah.
and we're just bullshitting, and
Yeah.
like it never is like a pressured discussion of like, oh, how are you? How are things? Like blah blah blah,
Yeah.
like the yada yada bullshit.
It's whatever we're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
Just
what we do
cash.
when we hang out too. Like,
Yeah.
you come for a vacation or like 5 days, done nothing but watch movies on the fucking couch and play Battleship. Like,
You know, played Battleship for those on the video, and
I won today.
I don't think I've won a round. Shania kicked my ass a few times, and Jack beat me just now. All right, well, we're gonna wrap up, because guess what I forgot to do?
what?
I usually test the mic to make sure this is recording.
Well, that's your one and only shot.
I really hope this is recorded. Jack, thanks for being my first guest on the Big Messy Bun podcast. I am so excited to see this, Jack, help. Not maybe this episode, but like the podcast is a place to bring laughter, joy, stories, real life to the people that are listening. And I'm excited that we just sat here and this is us. Like, this is us. Just us.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, wait, what was your first question?
Oh, right. Oh, shoot. What was the biggest lesson I taught you in life?
Still don't know. There's a lot. It wasn't like a lesson is such a like descriptive word.
Okay, so
Or it's too broad.
It's too broad.
Yeah.
We'll do that in another episode.
It's not like there was one lesson like
What's the biggest thing you learned
Are you doing the podcast?
from your mom?
Why are you talking?
Just reword
No
it.
background noise.
on the recording, it's gonna be this little sound.
Just a little high pitch.
Well, we'll wrap up.
I don't
And
know.
you want to keep talking? Okay.
Well, I want to try and figure it out. Jeez.
Okay,
Gotta
so
give you guests some time to fucking think
okay.
here.
See, but I don't know how to edit. So,
Well, then the audience can sit patient, fucking chill out.
Okay.
Let me think.
okay. So Jack's gonna ponder on this. I wish there was a way to test if my mic was working or not. But
I'm not gonna ponder for an hour. I'm just saying, you need 10 seconds. If your
Okay.
audience can't fucking sit there for 10 seconds,
okay,
go on fucking TikTok then.
that's true.
I don't know. Just being confident, I guess, would be the best thing. Like, confident in realizing not everything has to be like everybody else. Like, you don't have to fucking live life the way everyone else is. Like, you sometimes put people on a pedestal and people's lives on a pedestal, and you're like, oh, I wish I had that. But like, every other family is like, oh, I wish I had that. Like, doesn't matter how good you're doing, there's aspects of everything that you wish you had, and they probably wish they had too. So just being comfortable with what you have, basically.
Oh, I like that. Okay, do you want to have a hug?
No.
Okay, well, we're gonna wrap up episode 8 of the Big Messy Bun. You guys, here it is. Jack. Those are gonna have to go watch the YouTube video for the end.